Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, welcome to the octagon, Clinton.
Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone, look, you getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. You getting nothing, Joker.
Get down. Get up.
You getting nothing, Joker. Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older.
And his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, welcome now to the octagon, Jesse Schaper!
These brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cool, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cool, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die.
We now go to the tail of the tape. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 64.7 kgs, standing 176 centimeters tall, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 5 fights, 4 victories and 1 loss, hailing from Ronin MMA. Give it up for Clinton Kennedy! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 65.2 kgs, standing 169 centimeters tall, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 8 fights, 5 victories and 3 losses, representing Junkyard MMA. Give it up for Jesse Schaper! At the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Nick Savides. Fighters to the center of the cage.
Okay, guys, defend yourselves at all times. Obey my calls at all times. When I say stop, you stop. When I say break, you break. Have a clean fight. Touch gloves you want. Come out fighting.
Here we go!
How's it, guys? And welcome to Omega 1. We've been waiting for this for only 5 years, and here we go. Crazy, crazy fight to get started off with. You've got Jesse and Clint with very, very similar fighting styles. Mirror each other very, very nicely, so let's see how it goes. Next to me, we've got Dino Bagatine sitting in as a guest commentator. How's it, Dino?
How's it? First time for everything.
Boys moving around nicely, feeling each other out.
Nice low kick there.
You're always going to have a little bit of tensiveness, especially at this level with these guys. Both are just about to go pro. You could at that pinnacle of their amateur career, so they're going to get there soon. Yeah, Jesse with some nice little leg kicks, setting it up there nicely. Moving around a lot more than I saw him in his last fight. Last fight he was shooting, looking for the takedown quite often. More comfortable to stand tonight.
Both guys just sizing each other up there.
Here from both boys. Busy, nice little kick there from Clinton, working the body. Nice set up, but well defended. You can see the skills level with these two. It's not just your debutant amateurs that are stepping in the cage. I mean, both of them are, and you watch them here, you'd expect them to be at a pro level.
Oh, definitely. You can see they're both seasoned amateurs. Oh, nice low kick there.
It's actually weird saying that because you know where they're going to end up in a couple of days' time. Very nice movement. You can see both of them got quite a bit of boxing, nice little head movement there. It's one of the big debates in MMA at the moment is the head movement, because to get that big head movement, you need to plant your feet. So which is more important, the footwork or the head movement? So it becomes like a debate.
Big debate. Some guys, the good wrestlers prefer standing flat-footed.
Either one of them landed there. It was sleepy time. But both of them have the same idea.
Bombs.
Like I said before, it's that they mirror each other so well that they're even throwing the same shots at the same time. It's a fight to be waiting for a long time. Yeah. So glad we could get them in there. So Nick Savidi is pointing out, there's a rule now with the pointing fingers to a fighter's face. Fingers have to be pointing up or down. You can't keep your hand extended out with fingers to the face. Yeah. And that's the end of the first round. Very nice movement, very nice. Keeping busy from both the guys. What do you think, Lou?
Both guys feeling each other out.
All right, the fairest Dino of them all. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Lou.
Sitting next to fighting royalty right now. What brings you to a place like this?
Commentating.
Good man, good man. How would you call that first round? I mean, both been busy.
Yeah, I think they're quite even, both very busy. They're both looking game. Just the feel out. First round, nerves are settled.
I mean, this is somewhere you've been. Obviously, you started out in the amateur ranks, moved up.
Yes.
Great success in the pro ranks as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Coming into, I mean, this is their first pro event, even though they're amateurs.
Yes.
This is obviously not a pro fight. Are the nerves going to tell?
Definitely. Well, look, I know Jesse's quite a seasoned amateur. He's been fighting.
Yeah, 8 fights.
Yeah, long time.
I mean, even before that, yeah.
If you're not getting nervous in your fights,
you don't care anymore.
Wrong. No, you're just doing something wrong. You're supposed to be nervous.
I'm like that
all
with
eyes
marriage.
On me.
Yeah. All right, this is round number 2. We go fairly even on the first one. There's obviously a 10-point must system.
Smiling at each other there.
I find that morally disturbing. Both stand-up fighters. No one's looked to take it to the ground just yet either.
Yeah, I think they're still just feeling each other out. Contact's going to come soon. I know Jesse likes to wrestle. Obviously finding different tactics this evening.
Both men fighting out of orthodox. If you've just joined us, this is Omega 1 Pro event coming to you live from Joburg Expo Centre here in Johannesburg, South Africa. This is the first fight of the night. Jesse Schaper up against Clinton Kennedy.
Oh, big body shot by Jesse there.
Skin immediately red as well on Clinton's left midriff, working the inside leg now.
Guys need to feint a little bit more, set up those shots.
Oh, nice combo going in there, but not landing anything just then was Kennedy. Jesse with a wry smile. Anyone that can sport a mullet that majestic can really get away with most anything.
Definitely, especially when he's smiling at you after you punched him in the face.
It's reminiscent of Alabama. Working the jab now, trying to close the distance is Clinton. Fighting out of the blue corner, Jesse out of the red, a.k.a. the Moulet corner. No real venom on that kick.
Those leg kicks starting to catch nicely now. Oh, one high. Was bound to come, the high one.
It's a 2 low, 1 high, 1 mid.
I'd like to see Jesse set those kicks up a little bit more, to be honest. Sort of just firing out there.
Both men smiling at each other like it's a first date. It's crazy. I'm scared from this side of the cage.
This is love at first sight.
Oh, setting up with the left jab feint, moving on with the right. Mawashigiri. Next of 82nd time he's been involved in the action. If there's a third time, he gets a free shirt.
Guys, looks like they're getting nice and settled now.
Good movement from Schaper. Interesting story, when Schaper first started out in AMA, we were calling him accidentally Schaper, which he took umbrage to, and walked past our cage and corrected us on the pronunciation with things that rhyme with duck.
He is quite a character, Jesse.
He really is.
Not one to mince his words.
Savidi's calling 40 seconds. This is obviously going to be a three-round fight. We do have a title fight coming up. Oh, on the curtain raiser, both men just missing on that exchange. Again, another wry smile from Kennedy.
He's putting everything behind those bombs.
Superman just missing from Schaper. Oh, but the spinning Uruken didn't.
Very nice, very nice. Good round.
Oh, what a fight.
I think Jesse might have edged that one.
You're going to give it to Jesse?
Yeah, perhaps. I always get these things wrong, though, so...
So do I. I don't know why they keep calling me back.
If you're a betting man, don't take my word for it.
Or do and bet on the other guy. I got to hand it to Dwayne Cinnamon Meredith. Every time this man sits with the book in front of him to put fights together, he puts humdingers together.
Definitely. Humdingers all around, really.
Shout out to Nutricon, our ring girl, proudly sponsored by Nutricon. The beautiful Bianca. Tell me she didn't just blow me a kiss, because my Bianca's sitting behind me. Okay, blink twice if I need help. This is clearly the site of my murder. And on to round number 3 we go, the first fight of the night.
Out. Are they both guys now? Should leave it all in there, really.
That's it. Don't leave it up to the judges, as the old saying goes.
That's it. Judges cheat you sometimes.
That's spoken like a bitter war veteran.
Respect to all the judges out there.
Tina Bagatine, Miss South Africa.
Listen, I've reffed a couple fights lately. I've got a whole new respect for these guys. Not easy.
It's not easy, and they're not
coming at it now.
They're not leaving anything into a ring.
Jesse needs to get off the cage. Oh, he's putting pressure on him now. Looking good. Looking good.
Acknowledgement there from both men. Schaper just touching hands on his bicycle, moving back. Kennedy with the advance as well, showing more aggression. Just hearing yonder onto the vast experience of Fadi Wasson in the corner over there. Switching out to Southpaw, now back to
Clinton's
Orthodox.
back is super red from the foot marks there. Jesse catching him nasty with those. Foot wrap around the back. You can actually see the toes there.
Oh. Now, way more composure shown by Kennedy. Didn't back away from that exchange. Just work on the outside of first zone.
I'd like to see one of the guys shoot, make a bit of contact, turn this into a bit of a wrestling match.
That's right. There's been no... Oh, Superman Punch not going to actually deliver.
Yeah, he didn't set that up nicely.
No.
Lunged at it.
It's like when you order from Takealot and forget to hit pay. It just sits in your basket doing nothing. 1 minute 30 coming from his corner. This is their big show. This is their intro into pro fighting at Omega 1, brought to you by SDC here in Johannesburg Expo Center. Overhand right from Kennedy, doing a lot more work in this, the third and final round.
Oh, good shot.
Sharp.
Good shot.
Sharp right.
He shook his head at him, but it landed.
That's a new rule that Cinnamon was talking about in the beginning there. If you're going to put your hand out, your fingers have to be closed. Oh, good lunging jab.
Oh, another spinning back fist by Jesse.
I think he checked that Hurricane though. Corner's screaming, double up, double up. 34 seconds left. If they're going to do anything, they need to do it now.
Yeah.
And they do. Schaper.
Schaper lands solid 2 punches there.
Now finally looking for the takedown and getting it.
He's on top. Good position to be in. Dominant position.
But too little, too late. 10 seconds left. We're going to hear the clappers, unless he's going to do something amazing. Now posturing up.
Posturing up, looking for the finish.
2, 1. We go to the judges' scorecards.
I think Jesse might have squeaked that one with a takedown.
Yeah, so a very different fight to you to watch tonight. Interesting enough, Dino was running MMA up in Zambia, had an event up that side, and we brought Jesse up that side. And he shot on Dino's fighter like the whole fight. There was no stand-up in the whole fight. And tonight, Dino sits here and watches him brawl the whole round.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd like to see him wrestle, because I know the boy can wrestle. You know, he should have grind. I think he's done enough to win, though. But it would have been nice to see him grind him a bit more.
But also, isn't it good to see that he's got that all-round game? He can wrestle up there, but you guys come down here to stand-up fight all the way through. I think both these guys are so well-matched. They mirrored each other so well. How many times did you see that overhand from both guys at the same time?
Both looking for the...
And you don't want to go pro on a loss. So it's a very important decision these judges are about to make.
Exactly. You know, I think Jesse with the takedown at the end, they might have just squeaked it. It was fair trading while they were standing. Both guys, fair. Both departments, both guys landed numerous shots. So let's see how the judges score this one.
But I honestly think until that takedown, Clint was winning that third round. Jesse definitely took a second round. First round was very, very close. So all depends on who your judges are. If the judges have got a kickboxing base, they're going to be scoring more in the kickboxing. If you've got an all-round judge, so it all comes down to the human factor, if you want to call it that.
I wouldn't want to be the judges, to be honest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 thrilling rounds, let's hear it for these warriors. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Judge McGill scores the bout 27-30. Judge Brits scores the bout 27-30. Judge Dalton scores the bout 27-30. Your winner by unanimous decision, Jesse Schaper.
I thought so.
It was... it could have gone either way. It was such a good fight.
Very good.
The best part about these two is Jess knows he's about to go pro. He could have taken an easy fight. He wants to be. Clint came out. I offered Clint a couple of fights.